smile to one and all, and sparkles in their eyes.
This Christmas, experience a new spirit of joy. Your 89.5 The Playroom family would like to spend the most wonderful time of the year with sparkling and twinkling lights, happy carols, and remarkable gifts.
And although the holiday sweetest moments may look different for some of us because of the pandemic, remember what truly matters: love, which still surrounds us near or far. We are one with the whole world in celebration of the Yuletide season through music, because music binds us all together as a family.
Wishing you all nothing but the best that the season has to offer. From your 89.5 The Playroom family. Merry Christmas!
Let's celebrate the birth of Christ. We play the hits, we play nice.
And kamusta po kayong lahat? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. All our fans, followers, likers, online, abroad, worldwide, sa lahat ng ating mga players, playroomies, and kabidavs, hello po sa inyong lahat. Narinig nyo na ang aming napakagandang Christmas Station ID jingle. Of course, Merry Christmas po sa inyong lahat. My name is the Big Daddy Benny Davis ng 89.5 The Playroom sa ating Facebook page. Welcome po. And the one that you just heard is our Christmas jingle, which is titled, ang title niyan is ano na ba yun? Celebrating the Birth of Christ, performed by our one and only Crizel Handog. Right, Crizel?
Wala, hindi prepared. Oo, sana nagustuhan nyo kahit biglaan. But
Go
anyway, good evening sa mga Pilipinong nanonood sa atin dyan at sa ibang bansa. Good morning din at good afternoon. Welcome once again to our show here at 89.5 The Playroom, wherein kasama na naman natin ang ating resident na si Nick Nick Nangit, diba? So
Correct.
Benny, excited na ako dito sa
Sobrang
topic.
excited ako sa topic natin for
Diba?
tonight. Pero bago yan, ipakilala ko rin ang ating composer ng ating
Yeah.
station ID jingle, no other than Johnny Rhythm. Best friend!
Yan, no?
Basta ka?
Siya talagang musical director namin.
Aha.
Ay,
Bati.
good morning, good evening sa lahat ng mga nakikinig at nanonood ng live stream natin ngayon sa buong mundo. Merry Christmas po sa inyo lahat. And ganda ng jingle, ganda ng video, ganda lahat. Maganda lahat. Basta from 89.5 The Playroom, maganda lahat.
Magaling ng pagkakagawa nyo. Good job.
Thank you. Yun, inabot na ilang araw bago na finalize yung mga words sa jingle natin. Kaya ang galing kasi nung kumanta grabe.
Magaling yung kumantats, magaling din yung nag-areglo.
Wait lang, Johnny, laksan mo na konti yung mic mo.
Oo.
Pero talagang marinig naman nila yung nagsalita po doon. Siyempre, Benny at Johnny Rhythm lang.
At
Diba?
si Bobby Blue.
At si Bobby Blue, kapopogi ng mga boses eh. Diba? So Johnny, ready na ba yung mga questions mo mamaya?
Correct. Eto mga kalaro at kabidavs, ito pa magiging topic natin for tonight. Soulmates and Reincarnation. Very interesting.
Teka lang,
Okay na?
Johnny?
Okay ka na,
Okay
Johnny
na mic
Rhythm?
mo? Mic is okay?
Okay na ba?
Okay na?
Ulitan mo.
Okay na. Okay, with no further ado, ang ating resident spirit quester, parte na siya ng 89.5 The Playroom family. Please welcome Attorney Nick Nangit. Attorney, kamusta po kayo? Yay!
Magandang gabi. Thank you so much, Sir Benny Davis, of course, Crizel and Johnny Rhythm, at sa lahat ng mga nakikinig sa 89.5 The Playroom. Congratulations, I like your Christmas ID.
Oh, thank you.
Salamat po. Thank you
Nandun si
po,
Nick,
Sir Nick.
syempre.
Nandun ka, Sir Nick. Sana nakita mo.
Yes, I saw it.
Ayun, kasama po kayo ron siyempre sa aming family. Okay,
Thank you.
bago tayo magsimula, Sir Nick, baka meron ka munang shoutouts? Lalo na
Sa
sa
lahat ng
mga
mga
Nixters at kabunganga.
yes, yes, mga kabungangan Nixters, I'm glad na naka-tune in kayo rito and like and share, of course, of course, 89.5 The Playroom. Yan.
Mhm. Salamat po, salamat. Okay, simula na tayo pero meron munang meron muna akong request sana bago tayo magsimula. Crisel, baka naman pwedeng acapella lang nung jingle,
Uy,
kahit bandang dulo.
uy, grabe. Sandali, wala akong lyrics. Napasubo.
Sige na nga, wag na.
Yung ganyan, saka
Mamaya,
parang
bago
bigla
tayo
ako. Napawisan
Okay.
ako ng malamig.
ilang linya, 2 linya lang.
Okay, ito ako na lang kakanta. Joke. Okay, simulan na natin. Sir Nick, so we have done a little bit of research. Ito po, to all our viewers, kindly interact with us if you have any questions, if you have any experiences regarding your soulmates, you've met your soulmate, or you think that you are familiar or you feel this vibe with this certain person, kindly interact with us, write your comments, and we'll flash it on the screen. And let's start. So here we go.
Soulmate facts. Signs you have met your soulmate. You share similar background. You have the same values and life goals, despite having different personalities. You have an electric attraction. You met in unusual ways. You have a strong intuitive nudge towards one another.
Yun, Sir Nick.
Mhm.
Yan daw po yung mga signs ng talagang kung nakita or nakita mo na ang iyong ka-soulmate.
Soulmate.
Mhm.
Mhm. Okay, ililiwanagin natin kasi yung concept of a soulmate, akala ng karamihan romantic. Okay? Na
Okay.
kinakailangan boyfriend-girlfriend relationship or maybe a partner and a partner relationship, But soulmate is more than that. So, ano yan it's a misconception na pag sinabing soulmate, kailangan love na parang boyfriend or girlfriend. No, it's not like that. A soulmate is a person na nami-meet mo because both of you have to learn from each other para yung inyong spiritual development mas tumaas. Yun ang reason. Yung pinakita ninyo kanina na teaser from TikTok is tama naman. But we have to clarify things, okay? Kasi tama na when you will meet in unusual circumstances or that you are may strong kayong dalawa, may affinity, very strong, o kaya you have to learn nga from each other. Tama naman 'yon, oo. But it's not really romantic yung concept ng soulmate.
Oh,
'Yon.
okay. So not necessarily, Sir Nick, love
Mm-mm.
yon. So
No, no.
I also read this article. It says maaari daw na kaibigan mo in your past life, kamag-anak
Yes.
mo, or
Yes.
maaaring kapitbahay mo.
Yes. In fact,
What can you say about
oo.
that, Sir Nick?
Oo. Yes, kasi nga 'di ba as I've mentioned before we can we shift we change. Our souls do not have gender. Walang gender ang souls natin. We
Mm.
are both capable of male and female characteristics. Yun nga lang when we are born, we carry kung ano yung gusto natin. So we can be born as a male or we can be born as a female. Now, in a previous lifetime, meron na tayong mga nakakasalamuhang mga tao. Meron na tayong nakakamingle. So maybe may family tayo roon, may magulang tayo, may anak, ganyan, may kapatid. In this lifetime, pag tayo ipinanganak, hindi ganun na magiging relationship. Maaaring yung nanay mo or tatay mo in a previous lifetime, ngayon magiging kapatid mo. Maybe yung anak mo dati, magiging magulang mo naman ngayon. Because we all have to learn from each other. Kasi nga meron tayong mga ginagawa na minsan nagkakamali tayo and that has to be corrected. And that's the reason why we meet people who we consider soulmates. So soulmates, as I've said earlier, are not necessarily romantic. Your soulmate can be your father, your mother, your son or your daughter, or even a neighbor. And soulmates are not limited to only one. Pwede ka magkaroon ng many soulmates. It's because both of you have to learn from each other. So, yun ang misconception. It's not romantic. It can be romantic, but we must not limit ourselves to only a romantic relationship. Soulmates can be your best friend. Soulmate can be your child, and you will both learn from each other. Yun ang sinasabi ng mga psychics, and that is the better conception of soulmates, not the romantic type. Kasi maraming mga writers na ina-associate nila kagad ang soulmate as romantic. No. It's a mate, meaning somebody na parang classmate mo, somebody who will
Mm-hmm.
teach you, and you also will teach that person in this lifetime to learn from each other, to correct your past mistakes so that in the next lifetime, you will grow up, you will grow to become a better person.
Very interesting, Sir Nick. Follow up on that one, Johnny or Crizel? Sa pag,
Ako po.
okay, go ahead.
So soulmates are also kumbaga ba connected to reincarnation din natin, no, Sir Nick,
Yes.
tama?
Yes. Soulmates, yes, that's correct. Soulmates are connected to reincarnation. Because, we do not meet people at random. There is always a reason for everything. So, yung parents mo, they became your parents because there is a reason for both of you to correct each other from a previous lifetime. And hindi ibig sabihin yung immediate past. Maybe several lifetimes ago na maybe iba yung relationship nyo. Maring best friends kayo, but in this lifetime, naging father or mother mo naman. And that's really connected to the concept of reincarnation, because all of us have to learn, and all of us should have the ability and the opportunity to help others.
Okay. Pero Sir Nick, saan pumapasok ang love?
Okay.
Sa
Oo.
Ay,
soulmate.
dami nag-aabang nung sinabing love, oh.
Oo,
Right?
ang love kasi, pumapasok ang love if the soulmate you meet becomes romantically involved with you. Ibig
Oh,
sabihin, maybe a person who is not a member of your family na na-meet mo, maybe a classmate or an office worker, or somebody you just meet in some social event, ano? So, pagka ganun, pwedeng mag-develop into a romantic relationship. And if kayo talaga ay magtatagal, or if let's say merong may link sa inyo, and yung minention nyo kanina dun sa TikTok na video, if you are able to meet those 5 requirements, then yes, soulmate, but it's a soulmate na magiging romantic. It's not simply an ordinary soulmate, but a soulmate na merong romantic relationship. That's where love comes in.
So Nick, I have a question. So sabi nyo
Yes.
kanina, depende sa relationship kung magtatagal. So may nagtatanong kasi rito, or may question dito na one. Destiny and soulmate, pareho ba sila? Or are they the same thing na one?
Okay. Destiny kasi has been an abused word. Kasi ang daming literary writers, yung guni-guni nila, kung ano yung naiisip nila, sinusulat nila, akala nila totoo yun. And that is wrong. Okay? Kasi nothing happens by chance. You will definitely meet the person in your life if connected na kayo in the past, meaning past lifetime. That's why you will have to meet them again in this lifetime. So hindi siya really destiny, but it's because both of you
you're
have to
already
correct
with them.
something.
Okay.
Both of you have to learn from each
So
other.
related din siya sa reincarnation. Kasi sabi mo past
Yes.
life, di ba?
Oo.
Yes. Connected pa rin sa reincarnation.
So Sir Nick, kunyari ngayon, syempre, online, LDR. So yung mga kunyari na nami-meet niya
Excuse me.
through several miles and millions miles away.
Yes.
Possible na pag may chance na bakit kayo pinag-meet, di ba? Mga ganon.
Yes.
So there's a
Yes.
reason behind it?
Yes. Kasi souls have no boundaries eh. So we
Okay.
will not, even space and time will not deter us or prevent us from meeting our soulmate. Lalo na sa panahon ngayon, in the age of technology, may mga LDR. So, pag may na-meet ka, let's say, di ba may mga dating games, dating apps, tapos Filipino, tapos may na-meet na foreigner, tapos nagkakaroon sila ng ugnayan, online lang yan, that is already an indication na you are soulmates because number one, you meet in the most unusual way, di ba? And number two, you start to learn from each other. So,
Yes.
soulmate na rin yun. So, yun nga lang, not necessarily romantic. And once you get to meet in person, then it may become romantic. But it doesn't mean that you are not soulmates. And it doesn't prevent you from having other soulmates. Kasi you can have so many soulmates in this lifetime. In fact, your own parents are your
Okay.
soulmates.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't
Oo,
want
ganun yun.
joke lang. Feeling ko kasi may nagtanong netong kasunod natin na tanong, Benny. Nabasa ko na yung comment niya pero ayoko muna i-post. Benny,
Okay.
yung sunod natin na tanong.
Okay, so yung susunod po namin na tanong, Sir Nick, ito po yun.
Your twin flame is your perfect match. You share the same energy and the same soul blueprint. Two bodies, one soul.
Dito.
So yun po,
Sabi
Sir
ni
Nick.
Mona Marie, hindi ba kasali ang twin flame sa topic? Yun ang romantic side, not soulmate. Ayan na, Ramona, masasagot na namin yan.
Oo. Alam nyo, yung twin flame is just an aspect or one kind of relationship between soulmates. Kasi nga pag soulmates at naging romantically involved kayo, then it's simply that, romantically involved two soulmates, but not necessarily twin flames. Twin flames kasi, yes, there is a theory na sinasabi there are two souls, one body, parang ganon. Kasi ang paniniwala ng mga early Greeks is that ang tayo daw, actually isa tayo. One whole. Kaya lang hinati daw tayo at nagkaroon ng yung twin flame mo. So you are really one, but pinag-separate kayo by the god Zeus, di ba? And then, ang sinabi niya is, you have to find your twin flame in time, okay? That is just a theory. But the thing is, sa twin flame, it's more than being romantically involved. Ang ka-twin flame mo is somebody you will meet na you have already reached close to the ultimate point. Ibig sabihin, you have experienced so many lifetimes being together or maybe not seeing each other but having the missed chances of seeing each other. Okay? Tapos, in this lifetime, pinagtagpo na kayo but that is because ready na kayo to meet each other. And maraming indications for you to recognize if a person is really your twin flame.
Yan.
Maybe if it is, sige. One, when you meet your twin flame, it's as though the whole world stops. Yung talagang parang kayo lang.
Parang sa pelikula.
Yes. Yung tigil ang mundo. That's number one. Number two, you will both see only the eyes. Mata lang ng taong yon. Yun ang unang mapapansin mo sa kanya. Hindi yung kung ano-ano, hindi yung pagkilos niya, hindi yung damit niya, pero mata. Number three, you will feel a certain sense of peacefulness. Sobrang peaceful, na parang wala ka ng problema. Biglang nakalimutan mo lahat ng problems mo. Number four, there must be a wide age gap. Kailangan malayo ang age gap ninyo. Pag hindi malayo, then probably romantically involved lang kayo as soulmates. Pero pag malayo ang agwat, let's say 10 years at least ang pag-ita ninyo, then indication niya na twin flame. Another is the moment na nagkita kayo and naghiwalay kayo, yung moment na yon, let's say nagkasama kayo ng 1 day, 2 days, 1 week, pag naghiwalay kayo, it's so painful that you do not want to live again. Kasi nga, you have already met each other, you're supposed to complete each other kasi nasa penultimate na kayo before you go to the life. So, may hirapan ka, pareho kayo may hirapan. And the last, which is the most important of all, is that there is a chaser and a runner. Meaning, someone will run away. May fear, may takot siya na parang hindi niya kaya yung na-meet niya. Yung isa naman hahabol siya. There must be that. May chaser, may runner. Once na na-survive yon at nag-reconcile sila, then that is the final indication na twin flame kayo. And if it is a twin flame, definitely that should be romantic. And that definitely may sex. So ibig sabihin, even though you are married to somebody else, you're romantically involved with somebody else, if you meet your twin flame, the universe will make it a way na maghiwalay kayo nung iyong romantic partner. Dadating yan, maghihiwalay talaga because the universe will pave the way for you to meet already your twin flame. So yung romantic partner mo, maaaring mamamatay siya or maaaring maaksidente or maybe mawawala lang talaga siya sa buhay mo. And there's no feeling of grief or remorse kasi nga na-meet mo na yung twin flame mo and that person is supposed to complete you. That is the one most people do not know about. But that is the romantic kind of being a soulmate.
Oh, wow, grabe. Guys, kung kayo ay nanonood, sana na-screen record niyo yung portion na yun.
Parang sa totoo lang,
Grabe.
nakakatakot pala mahanap ang twin flame mo. In short. It's
Hindi,
not,
hindi.
I mean, hindi. Kung sa ibang tao na, especially when it's married. Di ba? I mean, you
Kasi Sir
wouldn't
Nick,
know,
di
di
ba?
ba?
Mata ng batas, mata ng Diyos, batas ng Diyos, batas ng
Kasi
tao.
nowadays,
No.
right?
Yeah.
Sir
But,
Nick,
let me, sorry if I interfere.
Go ahead.
Kasi sinasabi nga mata ng Diyos, mata ng tao, but love transcends everything eh. Love transcends everything. So there is no law, human law that will apply. Yung sinasabing mata ng Diyos, it depends on the religion. Pero iba-iba ang concept kasi ng love pagdating sa religion. I'm talking about spirituality. And when we talk about the spirituality, there are no boundaries when it comes to love. So your soulmate can be of the same sex. Your love interest, your twin flame can also be of the same sex. Pwede yun. There are no boundaries when it comes to the spiritual realm.
Tama.
see?
Sabi nga nila, minamahal mo ay yung soul ng isang tao, 'di ba?
Yes.
Hindi yung panlabas na kaanyuan.
Yes.
Grabe.
And also, na-excite ako kasi yung opportunity para yung mga nakikinig na maraming nakikinig sa The Playroom, they will understand. Kasi in this dimension, the third dimension, it's dichotomous. Ibig sabihin, right or wrong, black or white, ganyan tayo mag-isip, yin-yang. But when you go to the higher dimensions, up to the 7th or even 11th dimension, there is no more concept of duality. Wala nang ganyan. So there is no judgment. A soul is just a soul. And what I explained before dun sa Halloween special natin, we are sparks of light. There is no gender. That's why when we love somebody, it's because you're loving somebody to become one with God. Ganun yun. Which most religions today dichotomized. Okay? I'm not contradicting them kasi ang sinasabi ko, yun ang pananaw nila. But in the spiritual realm, walang limitations.
And then, talagang beyond time, beyond distance, pag sinabing, oops, panahon nyo na magtatagpo kayo.
Yes. And
sabi ko, nakakatakot.
And you do not look for your twin flame, You do not look for your twin flame kasi may mga iba naghahanap. No. A twin flame will come to you and you will come to that twin flame kasi you're also the twin flame, no? Unexpectedly, in the most unexpected moment. And usually, yung depressed kayo pareho. Yung pareho kayong sobrang down. And that's the time na bigla kayong mag-meet. Kasi, you have learned so many things already. You have undergone so many trials, obstacles, so much pain. And it's about time na kayo na mag-meet.
Sabi ko sa inyo, scary.
Narinig niyo yun.
Kasi, diba? Kasi ito, I have a question.
Sige.
Kasi syempre, nauuso na ang astrology of how to mix and match, di ba? Lahat ng kung ano ang zodiac sign na pwede sa'yo, bagay sa'yo. Pero since na-explain mo, twin flame is parang destiny mo, di ba? So astrology has nothing to do with it?
Yeah, if you are both ready. Kasi, for example, in one lifetime, nagsasalisihan kayo, yung dumadaan siya, tapos hindi kayo nagkikita, pero you're both already alive. It's because hindi pa kayo ready. But nag-e-exist na siya noon. Nag-e-exist ka na rin. Maaring kapitbahay mo lang, pero never kayo nagkikita. Okay? Several lifetimes ganun na nangyayari. It's only now na magkikita kayo. So, it's not really yung sinasabing yung, kasi yung sinasabing destiny, it's because both of you are ready. Yun ang ibig sabihin noon. When you are ready. And yung sabi mo nga nakakatakot, sa ngayon, but once you get to meet your twin flame, di ba sabi ko nga there's a feeling of sobrang peaceful, sobrang peace ang mararamdaman mo, na parang you and me against the world, parang ganon. And you're not
yung
you're
wala
going
nang
to think about the
sagabal,
problem.
kumbaga,
Wala.
walang hindrance.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Both of you are ready, di ba?
Yes.
Sir Nick,
Go ahead.
follow-up question. Wait lang. Sorry, follow-up ko to. So, hindi siya scary in a sense na dahil parehong-pareho kayo mag-isip, pareho a lot of common things na pareho kayo talaga, like mentally, how you feel. Kasi di ba sabi nila, twin flame daw is parang kalahati mo talaga. Eksaktong parang ikaw. Totoo ba yun, Sir
Mirror.
Nick?
Yes. The twin flame is your mirror. That's why parehong-pareho kayo. Tama yan, Crizel. Parehong-pareho kayo. Unlike yung kanina, yung sinabi natin, ang soulmates, di ba? Yung TikTok. Yung soulmates na you have different personalities. And that is true because hindi nga, you're supposed to be different because you're supposed to learn from each other. Ang twin flame kasi, ikaw rin yun eh. Pareho kayo. Kaya kapag nag-uusap kayo, nagkakasundo kayo sa maraming bagay. Magkaroon man kayo ng away, napakababaw, and the following day resolved agad. Hindi nyo pinatatagal kasi hindi nyo kayang saktan ng sarili nyo. Kasi sarili nyo yun eh. That person is your mirror. So you will not hurt yourself, okay? Yun ang sinasabi ko.
Ay, grabe.
Very interesting, di ba? Nagulat ako sa katotohanan.
So, Sir Nick, kasi napanood ko to sa Eat Bulaga. So, yung couple, bali mag-childhood or mag-high school sweetheart sila. Nag-part ways sila, may naasawang iba yung babae, ganun din sa lalaki. Walang closure, biglang nabalo sila pareho. Tapos nagkatuluyan ulit.
Yes.
So, you think ganun din ang twin flames?
Okay. No, if there is a wide age gap, then twin flame sila. Pero pagka halos magkaedad sila, it's simply a romantic relationship na they both have to learn something separately. And then the time comes when they have to meet each other because they have to learn from each other. Simply soulmate. Walang pinagkaiba yon sa magulang or kapatid. Okay? Pero kapag napakalayo ng kanilang age gap, then it is possible na twin flames sila. And if that happens, the universe creates a way, di ba? Parehong nabalo. In other words, kailangan dispatchahin na yung kanilang mga partners para sila magkatuluyan. I know of somebody.
Ipatumba.
Itumba natin yan.
Kasi like I've met somebody na sinabi ko nga twin flames sila because ang nangyari sa kanya nung namatay yung kanyang asawa, dinamit nga niya yung isang tao no na nasa abroad, na meet niya nung namatay yung kanyang asawa, tapos yung mga anak niya pinagtutulakan siya, sinasabi sa kanya, sige, i-meet mo siya, yung taga-abroad ano. Bakit ganon? Hindi man lang nag-grieve yung mga bata na bakit mo ipagpapalit na si ganito yung father namin or yung mother namin, di ba? It's because the universe will make it a way na ipupush ka na talaga because it's the right time. The time is right for you, both of you to meet kung twin flame mo yon.
Okay.
Sir
Paano
Nick, may question po ako. So,
anong
doon sa age gap na sinasabi niyo, ano po yung range ng gaano po kalayo yung age na pinag-uusapan po natin?
8 to 10 years daw.
8 to 10 years?
At least 10.
So, mga... Okay.
So meron pong...
Nagugula ka? Nakikita mo yan? Sorry, Johnny.
No, I don't make hula eh. I see things. So, minsan I do see kasi yung isa na binasahan ko and then nagkikwento siya and then dinescribe ko yung yung fiancé, hindi naman fiancé kasi best friend niya nung elementary eh. Tapos ngayon lang sila nagkita ulit after so many years. And then after a while, yun na nga, namatay yung kanyang asawa, yun namang isa, hindi pa rin nag-aasawa. And then, nag-iisip ngayon itong nasa Philippines kung magmamigrate na siya. Tinutulak actually siya ng mga anak niya. Kasi kinikwento niya, open siya sa mga anak niya. So that's how it goes. At saka, pero ito, hindi naman talaga twin flame kasi magkaedad sila, magkaklase sila, di ba? So, sinasabi ko, soulmate mo yan romantically. Oo.
Okay.
Okay.
Sandali, si Johnny meron.
Okay.
Yun nga, napag-uusapan po natin yung yumao na loved one, for example, asawa, no? Paano, for example, yung naiwan, yung asawa is nakapag-meet that has, yung person na na-meet niya has the same traits, mannerism, physical attributes of a loved one, yung asawa nga niya na namatay, can you really call it reincarnation? And when you start to build a relationship with that person, is it safe to say na soulmate po niya yung nakilala niya?
Well, yun na nga, people we meet in this lifetime, most likely are soulmates natin. Ang relationship is not necessarily romantic. Pwedeng best friend mo yan, soulmate mo yan. Pwedeng kapatid mo, soulmate mo. Anak mo, magulang mo, soulmate mo. Now, when you meet a certain person na parehong-pareho mga similarities dun sa asawa mo na namatay, hindi ibig sabihin reincarnation yun. Why? Because when we reincarnate, we are not reincarnated in the same time period. We will reincarnate in another time period, in another place. Very seldom in the same place. Very seldom. Unless merong unfinished business. And there are recorded accounts of children na kapapanganak pa lang and then growing up, sinasabi nila, tinuturo nila yung family nila before. Maraming recorded accounts na ganyan. And they can even say the names and point to who their relatives are. So accounted nito because merong unfinished business. Like, pinatay pala sila before. So tinuturo nila ngayon kung sino yung pumatay sa kanila. But of course, that will not be recognized in a court of law. But that has been recognized by psychics. There are recorded accounts of that. So pagka nag-reincarnate, it must be in a different time, different place. It may take 100 years, 200 years for a person to be reincarnated. So nagkataon lang na yung kanyang napakasalan is pareho ng characteristics ng kanyang yumaong asawa, but that's not necessarily reincarnation.
Okay. Thank you, pa.
Parang sa moving chances are yun,
Yes.
Diba?
Yes.
Pero pwede ko sabihin kaming dalawa ni Sir Benny, twin flames kaming dalawa.
Uy.
Ako ma-intro tayo dito.
Kung magkaedad kayo, kung malayo ang agwat ng
Kanya
edad
soulmates
mo.
pala, magkaedad kami. Pareho kaming 25
Soulmates. Soulmates pwede.
Sure,
In fact, ano?
Kaedad ko, tinatawag akong kuya, hindi counted yun, no?
Soulmate lang yun. Pero in fact, like tayong apat, nag-meet tayo. We have met before in a previous lifetime. Iba yung relationship natin, and we can be called kindred souls because we have common interests. So in a way, we are soulmates also because in previous lifetimes we have crossed each other's paths.
Yeah. Yep. Soulmate ko si Nick.
Oo nga.
Yes.
Oo nga, soulmate.
Diba? Love it.
Kaya okay lang na tawag akong tatay or kuya.
Comment na to. Sabi ni Rosemary, kaya pala may lola at isang bagets. Laban na daw.
Nagkain
laban. Ano ba yun? Possible, diba, Nick?
Yes, it's possible. It's possible, pero dapat nga ang pinaka-importanting ingredient is yung tinatawag na chaser and runner. Dapat tatakbo yung isa, matatakot siya kasi hindi niya makakayanan na parang kompleto na siya, parang ganoon ang feeling niya na parang wala na siyang problema. Yung isa naman hahabulin siya. So kaya may chaser, may runner. That is the most important ingredient. Pagka let's say magkalayo lang sila ng edad, lola at saka bagets, pero hindi naman naghabulan, hindi lumayo yung isa, wala yun. Maybe romantically involved lang sila as soulmates.
Oh, okay. Grabe.
Paano kung hindi na naghabol? So, wala lang, soulmate lang.
Yes, soulmate lang sila. They have to learn from each other. Kasi pwede naman ang ka-soulmate mo, grandfather mo, ganyan.
Correct. Ulit.
Paano kung takot lang sila? Ayaw nila ituloy. Mga ganun.
Sorry, I didn't get it. Pero
paano takot lang sila? Sabi mo nga, di ba, takot sila. Paano kung takot sila? Ayaw lang nila, pareho sila ayaw
And then, lang siya, soulmates lang sila. Soulmates.
Correct.
Kasi soulmates do not necessarily have to be romantic, A soulmate can also be an enemy. Yes. Kasi you have to learn.
I knew it.
You have to learn from each other. Kaya di ba minsan you meet a certain person, niloloko ka, sinasaktan ka. Pwedeng soulmate niya because both of you have to learn from each other. Maybe on your part, you have to learn forgiveness. From the other person's part, that person has to learn also or to teach you a lesson on forgiveness.
So
Okay?
pati ang kalaban mo pala na re-reincarnate.
Pwede.
Ay, sorry. Ang kalaban. Sorry. Ang soulmate pala pwedeng maging kalaban.
Yes,
So,
pwede. Kasi you have to learn from each
kaya
other.
pala, no, Sir
So,
Nick, parang wala siyang ginagawang masama. Ba't kaya mainit dugo ko sa taong to?
yes.
Parang bad
Yes,
vibes.
that
Tama.
explains
Yun
it.
ba yun, Sir Nick?
Yes, that explains it. Mainit ang dugo mo, kakakita mo lang sa kanya, parang ayaw mo na siya, galit na galit ka, bakit ganon? Because
Parang
probably in a
nangungusunadan.
previous lifetime, may nangyari sa inyo na talagang nag-away kayo, baka pinatay ka or pinatay mo siya, yung ganon. And in this lifetime, you have to overcome that, you have to learn from each other. Kumbaga, siguro magpapatawaran kayo sa work or maybe kung ano yung activity ninyo, you will learn the lesson of humility, or you'll have to learn the lesson of accepting the other person. Once you're able to transcend that, then you go separate ways na. Kasi you've learned your lesson. And then you will both meet different soulmates naman.
Now I know. O kaya pala yun. So
Ayoko
kahit
ng
na walang
soulmate.
So kung
Sir
hindi nagkatuluyan pala, hindi twin flame ang tawag. Alam niyo kung anong tawag? Twin
Yeah,
flame.
ano?
Twin flame.
Ano na? Ano, sir?
Wala, hindi mo na ko. Twin flame. Pero kayo maniwala sa akin, minsan mema din ako eh.
Teka lang, may next pa tayo topic, Ben.
Okay. Uy, pa-shoutout daw, Sir Nick, si DJ Edgy Manila. And si,
Hi, DJ Edgy.
Si Bobby Blue. Attorney Nick, soulmate din tayo ha, Marla.
Oh, yes. Maria
Sir Nick.
Lipitan. Yes.
Sir Nick, may gusto pong magpakuha ng tarot card kung okay lang, pwede ho ba?
You mean now? For tarot?
Yeah,
Now na?
Okay lang, later pa kung okay lang. Kasi may...
Siguro later, oo.
Later tayo na yan.
Later.
Oo, mga latter part yan ng show natin para may interaction ng ating mga followers, di ba, Sir?
Yeah.
Pero hindi pa dyan tayo nagtatapos, guys, ha? Marami pa tayo pag-uusapan.
Correct.
So,
warm up pa lang to, warm up.
Di ba? So, meron pa tayo, sa dali lang, commercial muna tayo ngayon. Don't forget on December 30.
Correct,
12
December
noon,
30.
Visions of Nick Nangit for 2022. Ayan. Diba? So, yung mga gustong malaman ang mangyayari sa future nila, stay tuned dito lang sa paborito nyong
Enchantment?
internet radio station 89.5, The Playroom. So make sure to subscribe, like, and share our YouTube account and our Facebook account para maging updated kayo sa aming next na show. Diba, Benny?
Correct. And of course, si Sir Nick din, meron din siyang concert. Sir Nick, go ahead, kindly promote your concert. Upcoming concert, December 23. Go ahead.
Thank you. Yes, I will have online. It's a free concert this Thursday, December 23, on my channel, Nick Stradamus channel. It's actually a benefit concert for Hospicio de San Jose. The title of the concert is An Orphan's Christmas. And if they want to make the Christmas of the orphans and the elderly in the Hospicio de San Jose, the bank accounts and the other details are on my page for Hospicio de San Jose through Sister Cory Evidente. Thank you. And that will be a light Christmas. It will highlight simple Christmas music and a little Broadway with my guest artist, John Cruz. And this is a light Christmas that will stress the value of family and friendship.
Ayan.
Of course.
Diba?
And of course,
tayo lahat na i-share natin yan sa
share that.
Don't worry.
So kakanta ka, Sir Nick? Yes.
Oo, parang...
Hindi.
Bagong Nick
Actually,
talaga mo sa
actually,
makikita natin.
I'm here with the singer. I can introduce him to you if you
Uy,
like.
please,
Yes,
please.
please. Yes,
I'm
please.
seated in front of the
Sample.
piano.
Sample,
Sige,
sample,
Pwede
sample.
mag-sample.
I'd like you to meet John Cruz.
Alam
John
mo,
Cruz
John
Yan
is
yung
Lewis.
artista ba yan? Ay, oo nga, no.
Hi, John.
Ayan.
he's a tenor.
Okay.
Ah,
He trained with Ryan Cayabyab.
Okay, Mr. C. Teka lang, pwede
welcome
ba
to the
mag-sample
playroom, Sir
kahit
John Cruz.
isang stanza man lang?
Ayan na,
Gusto
sige.
niyo with the piano? I don't know kung naririnig
Yes,
ninyo, ha?
yes, please.
Yeah,
Follow
sige.
me, please. Para sa
Which
Soulmates
one?
Reincarnation.
Teka, yung silent night. Silent.
Silent. Which one?
Identity.
Which one? Sige.
The Christmas song.
The Christmas song. Okay. So,
Sige.
excerpt lang, ha? Sige.
Ano na to?
I don't know
Patikim
kung...
lang.
Patikim.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your nose. Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes on the moon will find it hard to sleep tonight.
O, diba?
Salamat, John. Salamat, Sir Nick. Grabe. Naka-bonus pa kami.
Diba?
Yan.
Alam mo,
Bye-bye.
ako
Thank you, John.
nagtataka na
Thank
ako
you,
kay
thank
Nick.
you.
Nagtataka na ako kay Nick. Isipin mo, attorney na. Tapos,
Spirit
diba?
Questor.
Diba? Spirit Questor pa. Tapos, tingnan ko
Vlogger.
naman, marunong pala mag-piano.
Magaling. Oo, artist siya talaga.
I'm looking forward, Crizel, to our tandem. Let's do
Ay,
something,
nako.
for the playroom,
Why not? I will.
Uy,
Oo.
Crizel,
Baka
Oh,
marinig
nag-yes
mo
na
ako
si Sir Nick.
Sigit ko lang, ha? Sigit ko lang, baka Crizel knows, Pasko na sinta ko. Baka if
Uy!
you know,
Ayun, yun.
Message. Pero,
maybe you can
may
sing it.
pagsasanib na nagawa.
Okay.
Wait,
Sige, sample, Crizel.
Tagal ko na
Sample,
dito,
Crizel. Oo, so try natin, ha?
Basta na.
Kaya mo yan,
Anong tono?
Pakita ko.
Tagal.
So, is that okay with you?
Sabay.
Ikas ganun lang, para makita lang. Ayan, ganyan.
Basta na. Tama? Basta na.
Sige.
Basta na. Hinta ko. Mababat. Mataas yung buhok.
Kaya?
Basta
Sige.
pag tinaas
Sige.
na naman. Teka lang. Basta na. Bigyan ba yan na ano? Tapi
Okay?
sa'yo.
Where are you from?
Tama ba?
Yes. Sige. Maybe John can also join us if you like.
Yeah, sure.
John.
Rinig.
Sige, Crisel, para duet kayo.
Here from the top.
Okay.
From the top.
Direct
Sige, do you have the
Diyos
lyrics?
ko na.
ko na.
Sinta ko. Hanap kita.
Bakit natatampo?
Ko sa'yo. Sir Benny naman.
Nakakaayos.
Sinumpaan
Ayan si John
At
Pato.
tititinginan.
John, join us.
Nais mo bang makalimutan ka na ang ating suyuan at ganap? Mukhang mawawala ka sa piling ko sinta. Ano ang pasin? Alay ko sa'yo.
Galing. Napakanta.
Merry
Napakanta.
Christmas!
Napakanta ako na walang boses. John, thank you. Sir Nick.
Dapat ask ko sa Thursday tayo tumakas. Baka
Sir Nick,
sakaling
hello.
marami magdikom.
Si Sir Nick
Thank you,
talaga.
Crisel.
One package. One package deal na si Sir Nick.
Diba?
All rolled into one.
Thank you, Crisel. You have a very beautiful voice. And of course, yung nag-group singing tayo. Thank you.
Alam
Ganda
mo
yun.
bakit? Graduate din ako kay Mr. C.
Ah, yun naman pala. Pareho
Pero
kayo graduate.
alam ko ng tao. Baka magkaroon kami ng age gap ni John Cruz. Wait. Teka lang, back to our topic.
Okay.
Question,
Ayaw
Benny.
nung kumanta, oh.
Correct.
Ay, nako. May reincarnation tayong malalaman ngayong gabi.
Oo nga. So,
Yes.
ito na yung karmic relationship. Tama ba? Okay, here we go.
If you have a karmic attachment to somebody, that means that that relationship needs to be resolved and not repeated. Many people come to me when they're in toxic relationships, and they insist that they have to remain in the relationship because of their karmic bond with that person. But if there is in fact a karmic bond there, that's something that needs to be resolved and not repeated. The beauty of this, though, is that in order for karmic resolution between you and another person, you don't actually need the other person to do anything. All you have to do is come to the same decision point that you've come to several times before and finally make a different choice. As soon as you make a different choice, you have turned the corner. You've stopped repeating that cycle. You've spiraled out of it and onto another level. So you don't actually need the other person to be involved in the resolution. You just need to stop making the same choice that you always make. So if you in fact have a karmic bond or attachment to another person, remember that that's not an excuse to repeat the same mistakes over and over again. It's a call for you to resolve that relationship, clear that karma, and finally move forward.
Relationship
Okay,
can
Sir
be
Nick.
correlated
Yes.
to soulmates. Tama?
Tama yun. Tama yung sinasabi niya na meron tayo tinatawag na karmic relationships, no? And that's what I call psychic links. We are connected to each other, and that's why we become soulmates. Now, you know, if in one lifetime we commit a mistake or something not good, if we did something not good to others, we have to correct that in the next lifetime. And when we are reborn, we meet that same person in another capacity, or we meet others for us to learn that lesson. Once we learn that lesson, then we get out of the cycle. Otherwise, we keep on repeating. We will keep on repeating the same mistake over and over and over again. So that's the reason why we are reborn, but in different capacities.
Sir Nick, pero ang follow-up question ko po doon, reincarnation, 'di ba? So not necessarily um, in the same race or nationality when you are
Yes,
reincarnated. So which
yes,
means I might have been a French pilot or
yes,
a Chinese merchant.
yes. Yes. And the reason for that is because we are supposed to experience the fullness of life. That's why when we reincarnate, hindi tayo nagre-reincarnate in just one location all the time. Maybe right now we are Filipinos, then in the next lifetime, after 100 or 200 years, or even 500 years or 1,000 years, we will be reborn probably in China, or we will be reborn in America, in a different country, because we're supposed to experience the fullness of life. And even our the soulmates we meet in this lifetime will also be reborn in a different place, but somehow both of you will meet in whatever capacity. Maybe that person is a pilot of another country, and you're a simple passenger, and yet you get to meet. Okay, so ganun ang nangyayari in different capacities, in different lifetimes. Yung iba sasabihin nila, ano ko, ang layo naman, 1,000 years. But sa spiritual world nga, walang time and space. So
Mm.
1,000 years may just be 1 second. So kamamatay pa lang, event papanganak ka kaagad. Pero 1,000 years have passed. Pwedeng ganon.
Oh, wow. May
Scary,
follow guys, may follow-up kayo ron kasi
Kailangan ba,
marami pa akong
sorry,
tanong.
sir. Sir
Go
Nick,
ahead, go ahead.
kailangan ba talagang ganong katagal or meron bang law para doon na dapat ganong katagal for a person to be reincarnated?
Okay, ganun talaga siya katagal if we are looking at it from the third dimension point of view. Kasi nga sa atin,
okay.
we have time, we have space. Ang concept natin ng time is past, present, future. And space
Okay.
is we cannot occupy the same space at the same time. Pero in higher dimensions, past, present, and future all happen at the same time. And there is no concept of space. We can all occupy the same space at the same time. Kaya nga sa concept natin, tagal, pero in the spiritual realm, walang ganon. They can happen immediately, but sa atin, 1,000 years na.
Ganun pala eh.
Wow.
Parang kaya
Guys, may follow-up pa kayo ron kasi may tatanungin din ako.
go,
Wala
go,
akong
Ben.
follow-up doon. So, Sir Nick, there was this instance, I was in deep sleep, and then my wife told me I was speaking Arabic very fluently. And then the following, this was on our early years of marriage. And then
Yes.
a couple of months, I was speaking fluent in, she said Chinese or Hokkien. So why
Yes.
she knows, because she's always watching different kinds of movies as well. So Sir Nick, what is that? Does that make sense? Totoo bang
Yes.
nangyayari yon,
Yes.
or nagkataon lang
Those,
na may
no, no, no.
sumanib sa akin
Those,
na Arabo tsaka Incheck?
those are real. Real yan, totoo yan. And those are manifestations of your soul remembering your previous lifetimes. Kasi the soul never forgets. Yung physical body natin can forget. So, pagka natutulog tayo, yung physical body lang natin nagpapahinga, but our soul is always awake. And somehow, nagsasalita yung ating physical world, it's because it's the soul talking. And the soul remembers yung previous lifetimes. That's why nagsalita kayo at one point in your life ng Arabic, and then in another point in your life, you spoke Chinese. These are manifestations of reincarnation because there are indications
Oh,
for
okay.
reincarnation. That's just one of them.
Wow.
Arabo ka na, Incheck ka pa. Oh,
Di ba, sir? Sosyal?
No, because Christina thought that probably I was under, I don't know, kung may spirit ba na sumapi but I was
No, no.
really speaking fluently. I was in deep sleep. Uh,
Mm-mm.
s- natutulog peacefully. And then sabi niya, grabe, sana na-record ko nung nag-Arabic ka, very fluent daw, pati daw yung nasal eh. So,
Oo.
wow.
That is the common misconception kasi because of religion. Kasi nga, pag
Mm.
sinasabing you're speaking in tongues or speaking a different language, agad-agad iniisip ng iba, sinasapian or merong isang elemento or merong isang ganito na pumapasok sa kanya. No, that's
Mm-mm.
not true. Kasi for you to be possessed, iba ang mangyayari sa'yo. You will lose control over your life. And Sir Benny is still in control of his life. It just happened during the time na natutulog siya. So it has nothing to do with possession. Possession has many indications, but not speaking in different languages.
Okay. And then, Sir Nick, I also noticed when I'm watching some travel channel, I
Mm-mm.
don't know, I have this feeling that there are times na parang familiar na sa akin yung lugar. And my
Yes,
kids are like telling me, Papa, you're becoming weird again.
yes. Yes, that is another manifestation. Yung sense of familiarity with distant or unusual places. Paano nangyari yun if you haven't been there? And then you can even say things about that place pero you haven't been there. It's because, again, the soul does not forget. So naaalala ng soul nyo because once when you were alive before you were reincarnated, nandun na kayo or nakataan kayo doon. So the soul and our physical body will simply speak on behalf of.
Medyo naputol si Sir Nick.
Are we still there?
Sir Nick, medyo
Napuputol
napuputol
ng
po
konti.
kayo. Medyo naglalag po a little bit.
Yeah, are
Sir
we
Nick,
still there?
baba kayo, tapos
Yeah,
balik
I'm back.
tayo.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
back.
Hello, Sir Nick.
Am I back?
Medyo,
Can you see me?
yeah, Sir Nick. Medyo nagpa-pause po kayo.
I'm here.
Oo, medyo mahina lang yun.
Yeah. Yeah, because
Ayun.
it's raining in the Philippines. There's a typhoon,
Okay.
di ba?
Oo.
Yes,
Ayun,
true.
yeah. Sir Nick, yung last
Yeah.
two sentence po, hindi po na paulit po yung last two sentences.
Okay.
Yung familiar places. Sorry.
Yeah. Kapag tayo ay nakakapunta, pagka meron tayong pinapanood, tapos bigla nang may sinabi tayo na parang nakarating na tayo, the sense of familiarity with unusual places na hindi naman natin napupuntahan sa panahon ngayon is an indication that your soul has been to that place in a previous lifetime or lifetimes. At ngayon, naaalala ng soul na yun. Kaya biglang may sinasabi tayo. Minsan ang feeling natin parang gusto-gusto natin pumunta sa ganitong lugar. Bakit? Kasi probably your soul wants to go back to a certain place na familiar sa kanya.
Kaya
Okay.
pala. Alam niyo, kung makipapansin niyo yung story ko sa IG at saka Facebook, lagi ako nagpo-post ng Switzerland. Hindi niyo ba napapansin yun? Hindi dahil
Oo nga,
maganda
no?
Switzerland,
Oo.
There's really a part of me na talagang
Yes.
alam kong taga dun ako. Alam mo yun, parang I belong there. Ganon yung feeling ko eh.
So,
Yes.
Talagang
Nick,
hindi ko alam.
so deja vu
Yes.
ba yun pag ganon?
Possible
Okay.
ba na deja vu?
Deja vu?
Yeah. Deja vu kasi is going to it's as though familiar ka na sa isang lugar kahit hindi mo pa nararating. And then pagpunta mo roon, parang narating mo na. That's deja vu. Kaya lang
Yeah.
maraming possible explanations for deja vu. Number one is pwedeng nag-astral travel ka lang. Yung natutulog ka, lumalabas yung astral body mo, bumibisita sa lugar na yun, pero tulog ka. Pag gising ka na at nakapunta roon, it's because pumunta yung astral body mo, but not because of reincarnation. That's one explanation. Another explanation is maaaring yun nga, nag-reincarnate ka kasi dati ka nang nakarating doon at ngayon ay bumabalik ka lang. So that's another explanation. So pag ganun, it's not necessarily reincarnation. It can simply be astral travel.
Okay.
And Sir
Thank you,
Nick,
Sir Nick.
Sir Nick,
Yes.
natanong din to ng some of our followers. Pwede raw bang mag-reincarnate ang pets?
Pets have spirits, but it's not really yung soul na concept natin ng soul. Because tayo lang naman ang kinreate in the soul, yung soul natin are images of the divine maker. Pero mga pets natin have spirits. These are energies. In higher dimensions, yung spirits nila can be considered highly enlightened beings. Kaya nga 'di ba, minsan merong mga memes tayo nakikita or video clips na may goose pinapakain ng isda. Wala naman nagtuturo sa kanila ng ganon. O kaya yung pinapakita ng mga animals yung sense of humanity nila na minsan nakakahiya tayong mga tao, tayo yung nagkukos ng violence pero sila mga animals, sila yung nagtutulungan, di ba? It's because in a higher dimension, they are enlightened beings. But that's because of energy forms and they are spirits in that sense. Not because of the soul. Ang concept kasi ng soul natin is not the same as the usual concept of religion. When I speak of the soul, it's the energy force that surrounds us and that leaves our body when we die. Yun yung soul, okay? So it's not the concept na, ang soul mo is parang ganun din sa mga pets. No. Kasi, ano yan may mga iba kasi when they're so attached to their animals, to their pets, ang feeling nila parang tao na may kaluluwa. Hindi ganun yon. They have spirits, but these are energy forms.
Grabe talaga, ang galing. Dami ko natutunan lagi sa'yo, Sir Nick.
Grabe.
Kung magkapit bahay lang tayo, nakatambay ako lagi sa inyo. Grabe. Ang dami kong natututunan kay Sir Nick as always. Guys, may follow-up pa kayo kasi mayroon na ako natanong.
Sige lang, Benny. Sisingit kami ni Johnny sa'yo.
Okay. Sir Nick, kasi may mga pagkakataon, 'di ba, na sinasabi natin parang nangyari na ang isang sitwasyon or nangyari ng ang mga bagay-bagay. Pero ang pinakatanong ko dito is reincarnation ba is necessarily a moral lesson for a certain person? Kaya siya nauulit-ulit? Para matuto ka?
Reincarnation kasi is called also transmigration. Ibig sabihin, the soul will move from one physical body to another physical body. Yun ang ibig sabihin ng reincarnation. It has nothing to do with morality. Morality is a Christian concept. There is nothing wrong with that, no? Pero the point is, sa spirituality kasi, it transcends religion. There are so many religions, they speak of different paths to knowing the truth, but the truth remains with the soul. At yung soul kasi, when it transmigrates from one physical body to another, it's because may mga karma and dharma yan. Ibig sabihin, may mga lessons yan na matututunan, kagaya ng sinabi ng isang nag-TikTok kanina, meron siyang dapat matutunan. Once na natutunan na niya yan, then lalabas na siya dun sa cycle. Cycle of misery until mag-progress siya to a higher plane na, a higher dimension, until that person becomes one with the creator or the divine maker or what most people call God. Okay, so yun ang concept doon. It's not because of morality. Ang nangyayari kasi, when we do something bad against another person, nagkakaroon tayo ng negative energies. Hindi natin ma-unload yan, mabigat yan for us. So we cannot go to the light. So ang kinakailangan, we have to unload that. And how do we unload that? Diyan pumapasok yung tinatawag na karmic cleansing. You have to cleanse yourself para light ka na when you die, and so you will be able to easily cross over and become with God or with the divine maker. And yan naman talaga direction nating lahat. Everyone. That's why we are born and reborn until we are able to remove all these emotional baggages, all these negativities in our life. What moralists called evil, we have to remove that until we become cleansed and then we become one with God.
And Sir Nick, follow-up question ko ulit. Kung ano ba yung present life mo ngayon, this would be your karma from your previous life?
Yes.
Can you expound on that one?
Yes, everything that happens to us now is a result of karma. And karma is not necessarily from a previous lifetime. It can also mean from previous lifetimes. It can also mean what we do now. Kasi mere thinking right now has karmic effect. Like if you think negative of a person, kunyari nag-iisip ka ng masama sa isang tao, kahit na hindi mo naman ginagawa, pero nag-iisip ka na sana ganito mangyari sa kanya, that is a negative thought. And you will be answerable for that. And that will be part of your karma, probably immediately now or maybe later on. Kaya nga, di ba may mga ibang tao na, yung may napapanood tayo na may ginagawa silang masama, tapos bigla na-aksidente sila or bigla-bigla nadadapa, di ba? Tapos sinasabi nila, buti nga sa'yo, karma is a bitch. Di ba? Sinasabing ganyan, di ba? Yung instant karma, di ba? And that happens kasi nga, negative thoughts, babalik talaga sa'yo yan. Pwedeng mabilis, pwede rin naman matagal. And hindi lang siya sa'yo. Tatamaan din pati anak and apo because there's such a thing as
Ay,
intergenerational
damay-damay.
karma. Intergenerational karma. Yeah.
Kaya,
So like so ang karma ba is same rin sa bitterroot judgment?
Saan sa?
Sa bitterroot judgment pa, or for example, meron kang ginawa katulad ng sinabi mo kanina, then hindi man sa'yo mangyayari sa mga next na generation or generation na mangyayari sa'yo. So the same lang ho ba yung dalawang yan, yung bitterroot judgment sa karma?
I don't get the word. What's the word again?
Bitterroot daw, bitterroot.
Narinig ko lang ho ito na kung hindi man sa'yo mangyayari ngayon, sa future.
Bitterroot.
Mangyayari
Parang
sa'yo,
parang ampalaya juice.
Parang ganun.
Okay. Oo. Hindi, kasi may mga writers kasi they invent words to describe, nagpapauso, ganyan. I just take them with a grain of salt. The point here is, when we do something against another person that is negative, it comes back to you. You have to answer for that. And that is the law of karma, meaning cause and effect. Whatever we do will always come back to us. If it is good, it will come back to us. Good will also come back. So karma is not necessarily bad or negative. If we do negative, yun lang kasi palagi natin naririnig, sinasabi, kakarmahin ka. Tuloy na associate ng mga tao ang karma as masama.
Negative.
Na kapag gumawa ka ng masama rin. Pero no, it can also be good. Di ba nakalagay rin yan sa Bible, for those who read the Bible, na if you do something good, it comes back to you 100-fold, di ba? That is also karma. Stated lang in a different way. But it's a universal truth. So karma is just the law of cause and effect.
Pero Sir Nick, 'di ba, pag sinabing makakarma ka, you get what you deserve.
Yes.
So which means pag naging either mabait ka or salbahe ka, kung ano mangyari sa iyo, deserve. Tama ba?
Yes. Exactly. Kasi you will always get what you deserve. For every action in science, 'di ba? For every action there's an equal but opposite reaction. Ganun din yun. It's just stated in a scientific way. But for psychics, for every cause, there's an effect. So if you do something good, babalik din yan sa'yo. It can be immediate, it can take time. It can take several lifetimes until you're able to cleanse yourself of that negativity para you go to a higher level.
So basically saying, Sir Nick, watch our thoughts and watch our words when we... Kasi may balik. Okay.
Yes. So it's not just actions, it's also thoughts and words. So kailangan talaga, you have to really think good all the time. Hindi pwedeng nag-iisip ka ng masama kasi you will be answerable for that. Babalik at babalik yan eh. And that's also one of the reasons why ang population ng mundo is sobrang laki. Kasi ang daming mga balik na kaluluwa.
Ayan, isa pa yan sa tatanungin ko. Kasi, topic yan ngayon sa TikTok, actually. Usually every day, I browse through all social medias, checking kung ano yung trending ngayon. So, yan nga sinasabi nila, napupuno ang Earth because maraming kaluluwang balik ng balik. Pero meron din daw nakapending pa, aside to these souls na pabalik ng pabalik. Tama ba yan, Sir Nick?
Yes. Paano nila nalaman na may pending?
Yun.
At the time of creation kasi, ayan na lahat. Pero hindi tayo sabay-sabay na pinapanganak. Kasi may free will tayo, di ba? So we can be born at the time na gusto na natin. Kaya unti-unti yan. But then, once we start life on Earth, or maybe in another planet, in another dimension, once we start that, and we do something good or bad, we will be answerable. So paulit-ulit tayo. Yung iba nagde-decide na ipanganak na. So ayan, hanggang sa ngayon, ang dadagsaan na nga. Dami-dami na ngayon. But for us to get away from that, we have to get up. Kaya siguro connected din yan sa mga nangyayaring cataclysms and yung mga nangyayaring disasters. And even the pandemic may be one of the reasons how the universe will remove people para hindi sobrang dami. Pero they will be reborn
Oh,
again. Mm-mm.
okay. Wow.
Diba? Ang ganda ng topic. I love it.
Grabe. Sir
Pagluto.
Nick, December 30, guys, don't forget Visions of Nixtradamus at 12 noon din. Makakasama ulit natin siya para sa kanyang visions. Sir Nick, pasensya ka na pero tatanungin ko to sa iyo. May nakikita ka bang visions ulit for the playroom ng this year, this coming year?
For the playroom, ano?
Haha.
Well, it's you just need a push a little more, push pa kailangan. Yun lang naman. And it's doing great.
Consistency.
Consistency. More push. Yun ang nakikita ko. I just don't know when you really started yung first day nyo ng airing. Kasi
June po. Ay,
parang
hold on. Sorry. July 3.
3.
July 3.
3. This year lang.
July 3.
this
Bago
year,
nag-Independence
July
Day.
3, this year lang. Okay.
Mhm.
Kasi it's a birth year of the ox and tapos Gemini pa, no? Well, you have to be more creative. More creative. Kasi Gemini is about the mind. So you have to be more creative. And
Buti na lang
since
yung
year of
creative
the
director
ox,
nandito.
it's slow but sure. Ganun ang mangyayari. It's slow but sure. Ganun ang ox kasi. But wealth will come later on. Yung nga lang slow but sure. Because you were born in the year of the ox ngayon. Oo.
Galing. Thank you, Sir Nick. Go ahead,
Speaking
Zell.
of Ox and Gemini, since this is, we're entering the retrograde of Capricorn. O, diba? May pagano na tayo. Sir Nick. Sa mga hindi nakakaalam kung anong retrograde, at Capricorn kasi it's January. Ayan. Sir Nick, last na question to. Paki-explain, ano ba ang maganda sa retrograde Capricorn at hindi maganda?
Okay. Ang retrograde kasi ngayon na nangyayari is Uranus retrograde. And it is in the constellation Capricorn, if I'm not mistaken. Ano? Ang ibig sabihin niyan, pag Uranus changes yan, changes in nature. And if it is Capricorn, it changes also in structure. So it can be violent changes in nature. Kaya nga ba recently, ngayon, it's ongoing, may typhoon na signal 4 sa Philippines, no? And in other countries, nakaka-experience din sila ng mga ganyan. Kasi the Uranus retrograde will last until January, I think, 14, ano? So, or 29 pa ata, January 29.
Yes, 29.
So, medyo matagal pa. That means changes in structure and in nature. The good thing about it is Uranus is in Taurus also, and that means changes also in wealth acquisition. So, yung concept ng wealth mag-iiba. Kaya nga may mga bitcoins na ngayon. At saka yung mga online payment systems, at saka yung sa mga manufacturing, artificial intelligence using technology, and that is part of the good changes because of the retrograde.
Okay. Diba? May mga retrograde pa tayo.
Thank you, Sir Nick. Sir Nick, pasensya ka na hindi ko naipasok to earlier pero may mga nagtatanong ng mga kabunganga natin.
Sige.
Ayan, Attorney Nick, with your psychic abilities and when you do your psychic oracle readings, can you sense from a person kung malapit na siyang makabalik sa Divine Maker? Meaning mukhang marami na siyang nakorek sa sarili niya. From
yes.
Rendezvous.
Yes, thank you, Ron. In fact, my own mother, when I saw her, I knew she would be dying that year. I saw that already when I saw her. That was why I had a picture taken with her. That was the only picture I had after so many years? Siguro 8 years. We never had the picture together, no? Pero nung nakita ko siya that year, I already felt that she would be dying that year. And true enough, she passed away after my birthday. So yes, I do sense some people na alam ko pag mawawala na sila. But when I do that, I don't scare them. But when I sense that, I don't scare them. I tell them things that will make them realize so many things, also to forgive those people that they have hurt and to be ready. That's the only way I can do, because I cannot stop a person from dying. It's more of accepting it graciously, so that when that person faces death, that person is ready to go to the light.
Parang
Thank you, Sir
tinulungan mo
Nick.
lang tumawid, no, Sir Nick?
Yes,
And
yes.
another question here, Sir Nick. Sabi rito by Rosemary Malabon. Attorney Nick Nangit, do you think God had stopped creating man? All human beings are all reincarnation from the first time created men.
Okay. Kasi nga at the time of creation, lahat nandiyan na. Hindi na nagmo-multiply yan. Fixed na yan. May fixed number na yan. Okay? So, yung mga pinanganak ngayon ay posibleng mga reincarnated na yan. Posible din naman, merong hindi pa ipinapanganak yung mga newborn souls. Pwede rin ganon. So, hindi siya yung every time nakikreate. Hindi ganon yun. That's, I don't know what kind of concept that is, kung saan narinig yan, but that's not true.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Sir Nick. Follow-up question pa, guys.
Wala na.
And by the way,
Johnny and
by the way,
Giselle?
sorry, by the way, what I'm sharing with you is also what was shared by Dolores Cannon, one of my favorite psychics who passed away. Dolores Cannon is an American, and she senses the same things that I sense. I'm just sharing it with you.
Thank you. Sir Nick, pasensya ka na, may pahabol ulit.
Sure.
Attorney Nick, another question when it comes to negative thoughts and negative words. Paano po yung taong pala biro, pero para sa kanya, biro lang talaga, pero negative sa recipient? Same with taong pala mura, pero wala lang sa kanya. And those instances counted din ba as a negative?
No, no, no. It depends on your intention. It's the intention that matters because it's
Oh,
the intention
shucks.
that creates the energy. So if your intention is simply para lang magpasaya, but you don't mean bad to another person, hindi yan babalik sa'yo because you have no intention, okay? Parang ano rin yan eh. Let us say, meron kang sinabi sa isang tao, sabi mo sa kanya, inutusan mo siyang bumili, tapos bumili siya, and then nasagasaan. Hindi mo kasalanan yan, hindi mo yun sinadya na gusto mo siyang masagasaan. So wala kang intention na mamatay yung tao. So you will not be accountable for that.
Okay, okay. So parang kahit na sinabi mong papatayin kita eh, or I hate you, pero pala biro lang.
It doesn't count kasi it's the thought, it's the energy. Thoughts are
Okay.
energies. So if we emit positive energies, we mean it in a jest, napapasaya lang tayo, nagpapatawa tayo, then it will come back as a jest. It's not going to come back as parang magiging masama. No, no. It's not like that.
As long as hindi mo pa ginagawa. Yun
Guys,
yun.
kanina merong follow-up question si Frank regarding the paggawa ng taro juice ba yan?
Yung tarot card.
Ay, taro card pala. Sorry, nalito na ako.
Sir Nick, kung pwede raw, since today is December 18, very significant day for her and for her loved one.
Yun, no?
Pakuan daw po ng 18 kung pwede raw po.
Paano? Pa what?
Yung sa tarot card po, number 18.
18. Okay, okay. Sige, sige.
Pasensya na,
Okay.
attorney.
Gulat niyo naman si Nick. Hindi siya ready.
Hindi ako ready. Hindi
Okay.
ako prepared.
Sorry, Nick.
It's a very, very important day.
So number 18, ano? Sige, I'm counting the cards. 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. No, don't be sorry. It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to apologize. It's okay. Consciousness. So this person, yung nagtatanong, marami siyang marami siyang marirealize itong taong ito. Things that may mga ginawa na siya na hindi maganda, marirealize niya ngayon na kailangan iayusin niya yon. So this is the card that I got for that person. I don't know, babae yata to. Consciousness. Okay.
Consciousness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sige po. Thank you po.
So, ayan. So,
Yun.
guys,
Sir Nick,
si Sir
Okay.
Nick po si Sir Nick po ay tumatanggap ng readings in
Correct.
private. So if
Correct.
you guys are interested, please do add him up sa kanyang Facebook account na Nick Nangit. And also, meron din siyang YouTube account. Make sure to add him up and subscribe sa Nick Stradamus. Ayan. Yan yung
correct.
dapat. Pero anyway guys, ayan. Kung kayo ay interesado rin malaman ang inyong future, make sure to join us on December
Correct. December
30.
30 at 12 noon.
Yes.
Ayun. Kasama ulit natin si Sir Nick Stradamus, Visions of Nick Stradamus for the year 2022. Sir Nick, sa pagtatapos ng ating programa ngayong gabi, ito, tanong ko para sa panel natin ngayon, kay Crizel, kay Johnny Redem,
Yes.
kasama sila. Ano ang advice nyo ngayon sa soulmates or sa twin flame na hindi nagkatuluyan, unahin ko na si Johnny Rhythm. Go ahead, Johnny.
Sige.
Anong advice mo sa mga hindi nagkatuluyan? Pinagtagpo,
Bakit
pero
ako?
kung di mema lang, may masabi ka lang.
Nagulat na bigla ako dyan sa question mo, sir.
Ay nga pala, wala ka sa okay, sa
Hindi,
pre-project.
pero
Okay.
ang pagkakain dito sa twin flame, di ba? Kailangan magtuloy silang dalawa, di ba? Yun ang pagkakaintindi ko. Kasi yun na yun eh. Yun na yung final eh. So mga hindi nagkatuluyan, siguro ituloy nyo pa rin.
Okay.
Yun ang advice ko.
Okay.
Nagulat ako sa question mo, sir.
Oo nga pala, wala ka. Okay. Tinanong ko yung kanina. Oo. Crizel, you ready, girl?
Ito yung sagot ko eh. Nasagot
Okay,
ko ito din.
Go
Pero kasi, sabi nga nila, kung para sa'yo, para sa'yo.
Tama.
Diba? You're really destined to be together. I mean, yung mga pagkakataon na hindi na natin inaasahan, talagang ibinibigay na sa atin. Pero dun sa mga hindi nagkatuluyan, syempre soulmate yun, di ba? Sir Nick, so natutunan natin ngayong araw na to. So, ibig sabihin, pwede naman tayong magmahal from afar, di ba? Pwede rin natin ma-miss yung taong yun from afar. Pero, there are things kung bakit hindi na tayo together. Di ba? Those are the things that we have to realize.
Ibang topic ulit yun. Ibang episode na naman.
Medyo doon lumalawak yung mga
Actually,
ideas
sir, ganun din ang sagot ko. Naunahan lang ako ni Crisel eh.
Okay. Ako naman, kung may twin flame, may twin flame. Yun lang. Yun lang. Tapos, ang karma, talagang you get what you deserve. Yun lang. Ganun lang kasimple. Yung natutunan ko ngayong gabi. Sir Nick, sa pagtatapos, go ahead. Naku, nagla-log off ulit si Sir Nick. Oo. Ayun, Sir Nick, go ahead.
Sir Nick, paki-invite ang ating mga viewers sa iyong show.
I'm still here.
Yeah.
Sir Nick, yun yung last questions natin.
Okay.
Ano yung advice sa
please.
soulmates na hindi nagkatuluyan at sa hindi pa nahanap ang twin flame?
Okay. We don't meet people by chance. There is always a reason when we meet people. And pag hindi kayo nagkatuluyan, don't push it. Kasi it means it's not yet the time. Or maybe hanggang doon na lang talaga. Na you can be friends, you can be better off as friends. And don't look for love. Only when you are ready, will love come to you. And that is your twin flame.
Galing talaga. Sir Nick, maraming salamat. Kindly invite them again for your online concert on December 23 with John Cruz and benefit concert. Go ahead.
Yes, thank you so much, DJ Benny. Yes, I'm inviting all the viewers of the Playroom to please watch on December 23, Thursday, online. It's a free benefit concert for Hospicio de San Jose. If you want to help the orphans and the elderly, you may donate to them directly. The accounts are on my Facebook, the accounts of Hospicio de San Jose, care of Sister Cory Evidente. Thank you so much. And this is a Christmas for you to enjoy with your family and friends. Thank you to the Playroom. Thank you, Crizel. Thank you, Johnny Rhythm. And thank you, Sir Ben Davis.
Sir Nick, maraming salamat. Alam mo naman, ikaw ang aming resident spirit quester at kung meron kaming mga hindi maintindihan sa mundong ibabaw, ikaw lang takbuhan namin.
Maraming salamat. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Nick. God bless you. Thank you.
God bless.
See you December.
Merry Christmas, attorney.
Yes. See you on December 13. Take care. Merry Christmas.
All right. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Okay, guys. Invite muna ulit tayo sa ating mga upcoming shows. Don't forget, guys, December 25, Christmas special with Miss Maria Pangilinan, Joss Garcia, and Mika Lori. December 25, 12 noon. Yan, makakasama natin sila. Dapat nandyan kayo kasi, nako, Christmas caroling yan.
Yes.
And
December... Sino mag-Christmas caroling sa atin?
Oo, parang ito lang.
Parang yan lang. Di ba?
Oo. And guys, December 30, don't forget Visions of Nostradamus for 2022, December 30 at 12 noon. Ayan. Guys, bago tayo mag-wrap up, any shoutouts or final messages. Dami ko na naman natutunan ngayong gabi. Salamat sa inyo.
Sa lahat ng mga lahat ng mga followers natin at mga listeners ng 89.5, Merry Christmas po sa inyo lahat. And sana wag kayong magsasawa sa pagtangkilik sa aming
Pero
may
tanong
naisip
ko
akong
sa iyo,
term kanina eh.
pero ang tanong ko sa iyo, Johnny, may natutunan ka naman.
Meron, sure.
Okay. Okay. Ako
So
din.
siguro talagang lahat tayo destined to be in this online radio station sa Playroom. Lahat ng, kasi di ba tayo lahat, may mga kanya-kanya mga talents tayo. O napagsama-sama natin, di ba? Sa isang radio station. Itong resulta. So, marami pa tayong mga magandang mga bagay na gagawin para sa ating mga listeners sa ating station.
Thank you. Crizel, ikaw, kumusta, girl?
Speaking of magagandang, talaga naka-flex ako mag-isa.
Siyempre.
Speaking of magagandang bagay na mangyayari sa ating radio station, abangan nyo po ang aming bagong station ID for January because marami rin ho kaming bagong shows para po sa inyo. At take note, hindi lang po shows, kung hindi partnership of concerts, series of concerts. At hindi po to locally, ito po'y international artists as well. So make sure to add us up on our Facebook account. It's 89.5 The Playroom. And also our YouTube account. Please subscribe. 89.5 The Playroom. Ayan. So thank you, Nick. Every show na lang ni Nick, may bago siya. Bakit gano'n?
Correct.
No?
Oo nga,
Ngayon nagpa-piano. Ano ba yan?
Next time, makikita na sasayaw na siya.
Swerte tayo. Sobrang swerte tayo.
Yan ang tinatawag na good karma. Diba? Pag maganda yung intention mo sa mga listeners.
Namiss ko si Edgy dito. Yung punchline ni Edgy. Gusto ko marinig.
Uy, mag-shoutouts tayo muna sa ating mga sa mga primes natin. Batiin ko lang syempre. Umpisa natin kay Jersey ng Prague, MC Jonas, DJ D, A Jordan, DJ Ed QC, Eric E, Kat Jimenez, Qatar, Jay Weber, Los Angeles, California, and of course sa inyong dalawa, Johnny, Crizel, Bobby Blue, and Edgy, London, UK, and Zoe, Louisiana. Gumising ng maaga yung mga yan para supportahan din tayo.
Thank you so much.
Ayan,
teka lang, magpa-plug din ako. Don't forget, yung partner natin na YouTube account, United Productions.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Grand Championship na po bukas. So make sure to add Santi Melchor on YouTube channel at doon natin mapapanood ang Grand Finals. It will start at 11 a.m. Philippine Standard Time. So yun, ang gagaling ng mga Pilipino, grabe. Manood po tayo. YouTube account ni Santi Melchor. Thank you, United Productions, for making us a part of your show. Ayan.
At ang galing mo din, Crizel. Pwede bang pasample nung jingle ulit bago tayo magpaalam?
So talaga mamutla.
Sige na, Crizel. Nakaba.
Sige na.
Ano mo kanina pa ako ikot na Facebook. Nalaglag ko to.
Celebrating the birth of Christ. Okay. Ito. Sandali lang. Gusto mo parinig ko sa'yo para may gayahin ka?
Okay na.
Okay.
Oh my God. Makukonfirm lang nila na ako nga to.
Ikaw nga yun. Sandali lang.
Talaga yun eh. Nag-iisang Crizel.
Guys, para lang sa inyong kaalaman si Crizel po ang kumanta nito. Sandali lang.
Holidays are here again and comes as a surprise. Brings a smile to one and all and sparkles in their eyes.
This Christmas. Galing, di ba? Crizel, gusto ko marinig.
Sandali, hindi siya quality studio. Alam nyo kung paano lang namin.
Tulungan kita, gusto mo?
Oh my gosh.
Di na.
Johnny na lang kakanta.
Hindi, dalawa tayo.
Dalawa tayo?
Ginawa natin dalawa to Kaya...
Oh my God.
Kasi ikaw na yung last part.
Okay, go.
Yung last part.
Yung Let's Celebrate ba yan? Let's Celebrate. Go.
Let's celebrate the birth of Christ.
Hindi, pisa mo muna. Ayan, doon
kayo. Oh my God, so pisa ka tayo.
Okay.
Holidays are here again and comes as a surprise. Brings a smile to one and all and sparkles in their eyes. Tapos,
Let's celebrate.
celebrate the birth of Christ. We play the hits. We play
play
nice.
Nice. Guys, good night sa inyo. Thank you so much.
Galing. Thank you.
Alright.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas po sa inyo lahat. Maraming
Guys,
salamat.
see you on December 25.
And
12
December
noon.
30.
And
Bye,
December
guys.
30.
Bye.
Holidays are here again and cause us a surprise. Brings a smile to one and all and sparkles in their eyes.
This Christmas, experience a new spirit of joy. Your 89.5 The Playroom family would like to spend the most wonderful time of the year with sparkling and twinkling lights, happy carols, and remarkable gifts.
And although the holidays' sweetest moments may look different for some of us because of the pandemic, remember what truly matters. Love, which still surrounds us near or far. We are one with the whole world in celebration of the Yuletide season through music, because music binds us all together as a family.
Wishing you all nothing but the best that the season has to offer. From your 89.5 The Playroom family. Merry Christmas!